Back live on SRL TV. It's week 1 of the SRL Mines. Game 2 for Monday night. It's the Gunslingers taking on the Swarm. 18 players set to make their debut in a couple of seconds' time. It's an interesting combination of players that both sides are running out with, as we see Matthew Vaughan and Marshall Edwards lead the Swarm onto the park. I'm going to go through his two lineups in a moment. In the halves, though, for the Swarm, it's Matthew Vaughan and Eddie Garfield. In the halves for the Gunslingers, Blair Curtin and Mason Brown. But it's the Gunslingers who will get the game underway. A big win to the Stingrays in game 1 over the Firehawks. As the referee's whistle sounds, Mason Brown gets the game underway. And it's the big Swarm man himself, Aaron Leonidas, for the first hit up for the Swarm.
He's held there. 2 hands
Obviously
away.
brand new players in the SRL Mines, so apologies if the pronunciation of your name is not 100% correct. I will get there eventually, and feel free to slide into my DMs and let me know exactly how it's pronounced if I'm not pronouncing it right. As Vaughan throws the dummy, the Gunslingers almost fall for it.
Clear him now. Hit the mark.
Alistair Russell, who took Vaughan down in that tackle. They sling it wide. Garfield takes the gap.
He's held there.
Good first run for Eddie Garfield. We mentioned partnering up with Vaughan for the Swarm, as Edwards going to put it high, coming through, chasing his own kick. But the Gunslingers fullback does a well to defuse that one. It's Quandale Dingle. So we'll go through this Gunslingers lineup first of all. As mentioned, Quandale Dingle at fullback, Zen Markwell and Zach Diab on the wings. In the halves, Blair Curtin and Mason Brown.
Right, here's tackle 1.
And up front, Noah Adams, Jimmy Rhodes are the props. Alistair Russell is the hooker. And Ruben Blake
2 on the keep going.
at the back of the scrum as the Gunslingers make their way down the field over the halfway line. Apology, Jimmy Rhodes is the hooker. Alistair Russell is the prop for the Swarm. As we see them have a good defensive effort so far. It's Ethan Goodwin at fullback, Joseph Lama and Marshall Edwards on the wings. Matthew Vaughan, Eddie Garfield in the halves, controlling their pack. Up front, Aaron Leonidas, Cameron Hodgson. Hooker is Dylan Sharp. And at the back, it's Justin Barisic.
Let him go. Let him go.
As we see Curtin play the ball, Rhodes goes back to Brown, who's going to kick to the corner of the Swarm as Edwards comes across and takes it well.
Release. Held.
The rain has cleared here on the Central Coast after some wet conditions earlier on for that first game. High scoring one it was. Stingrays 4 tries to the Firehawks 2. 2 of those tries for the Stingrays were bonus point tries as well. A reminder, a couple of rules that differ for the Mines. They have 7 tackle sets,
Hands off.
meaning a little bit more opportunity for attacking plays, as we see Vaughan receive a good pass on the inside from Leonidas. As Leonidas once again, the Greek god, pushes off one. Finds Edwards on his inside. He struggles towards the line about a metre out. Big numbers to the right of the Swarm go. They go in the pocket, in fact. It's Garfield putting it high. Coming through is the big winger. Batted back to Goodwin. Charging towards the line, Ethan Goodwin. Bit of a spelling mistake in that name. I will fix it up, Ethan. But he's taken down well as Curtin restarts it for the Gunslingers.
He's held there. 1. Release.
So what a moment for these players to
2.
get their first taste of the Simulation Rugby League Premiership. Nearing towards the end of season 3. It was the Parramatta Eels who were the season 1 champions. They beat the Warriors in extra time.
Zero tackle. He's held there.
Meanwhile, season 2, it was the Manly Seagulls. A high-scoring final,
That's one.
putting 40 points on the Rabbitohs to take the crown.
He's held there.
Doing well thus far in season 3 as well. Top of the tables, the Gunslingers go to Rhodes. Short ball to Russell on the charge. Alistair Russell over the line. But good defence from the Swarm. Referee Perenara correctly rules on that one being held up. The Gunslingers will still have a few tackles up their sleeve as they restart through Diab.
Get back, look at me.
A little winger charging into some of the biggest players in the park. They've got numbers to the left, the Gunslingers. Markwell this time. Again, chopped down to good tackle. Good defence so far by the Swarm. Diab for the line. And a short ball from dummy half. Sees Zach Diab cross for his first try in the Mines. Ran a good line coming back inside for the short ball from dummy half. And it's the Gunslingers who open the scoring here in game 2 on Central Coast. As Brown will come in, starting the ball a long way to the right, and he brings it around. That's a good conversion by Mason Brown. 6 points to 0. Back underway off the boot of Mason Brown, and as we saw in game 1, a group of players who are no slouches, a ton of rugby league experience behind them, and it'll be interesting to see which select group of players get taken up to the Mines first.
3, back to 10.
Goodman plays the ball about 25 out. They go to Hodgson, who chops back on the inside the 20 for the first time in a while. Barisic on the 10. Referee calls final tackle as Hodgson decides to run it. Thinks he spots a gap. It cuts down. In fact, this is the last now as Sharp goes back to Garfield. They decide to test this left edge again as Diab too short going up for it. Blake comes away with it. He's chopped down the big lock forward. But the size mismatch between Zach Diab and I think it could have been Joseph Lama out on that left edge for the Swarm. As we see a mistake here by the Gunslingers, going to hand the ball back to the Swarm. 7.5 minutes gone. 9-minute halves, obviously, so a minute and a half remaining until half-time Oranges. Sharp goes flat to Leonidas, to Hodgson. Wrestling with the tackler, taken down about 12 out. They go short left, through the hands to Lama. Finds the inside support player, which is Garfield. Hard to take down. Close to the line. Right they come to Vaughan. Matthew Vaughan. How referee calls Howard about a metre out. Numbers to the right. They go right to Garfield. This time he goes left. Up high, coming through. But Markwell gets up and diffuses that one out to the 20 for the restart. So an even first 9 minutes of play. Game 1 was a high-scoring affair. Quite the contrary here. Rhodes at dummy half to Brown, who goes straight forward. The two-man tackle takes him down short of the 40. That's Blake. Ruben. As Rhodes goes to the left. Finds Noah Adams, who makes a couple of metres. Into the swarm territory they go. Tackle 4. Alistair Russell only knows one way. Just short of the 20. They decide to swing it right. The siren sounds for half-time. Dingle close to the line. And Dingle dives in the right-hand corner. And the Gunslingers score on the stroke of half-time. Got around the tackle of Marshall Edwards. And Dingle makes it 2 for the Gunslingers. A little bit harder one from the other side of the field. This time Brown can't bring it around. But at half times, the Gunslingers out to a 10-0 lead. Back live at Central Coast Stadium. Game 2 of week 1 of the SRL Mines. The SRL's minor league reserve grade. Launching here tonight. If you haven't yet joined the Simulation Rugby League, head to the link below.
That's one. Move.
Join our Discord. Create the player to be the player. We are filling up fast. So if you don't get in quick, you might miss out. It's Markwell with the ball now as the Gunslingers have started the second half well. It's Diab up through the middle. The swarm defence was good in the opening 5 minutes, but they've conceded 2 tries since then as the Gunslingers continue to just throw it around. They stay right, cut out pass from Curtin, finds the try scorer in Dingle. They're about 5 metres out. 10 metres in from the far touchline. Little flick pass into Adams. Good hands there from the 5'8". Taken down only inches short. They stay left. Brown puts a little kick in. It's gone too deep. Didn't quite get the bounce there. A little bit too much power on it. I think if he had that one again, he'd probably think twice about putting it on the toe. So the Swarm searching for points in the second half as Edwards goes close to the line. And disappointing for Marshall Edwards, forced over the sideline. And the Swarm will hand possession over to the Gunslingers inside their own half. Off the back of the scrum, straight to Zen Markwell, got speed to burn, breaks away from one. Looks like it was Lama who he broke away from, taken down eventually by Goodwin, but they stay left this time. The Gunslingers with all the momentum at the moment. Into the 10 as they stay left, they switch it up through Brown. Curtin back onside to Dingle, throws the offload. How did he get his hands free there? 7 out, Rhodes to Brown. Good performance this from the Gunslingers as Brown has crossed the line. We're going to go upstairs. Referee says no try. Looks pretty clear to me. That's a try to the Gunslingers. 3rd of the night. So Mason Brown crossing for the Gunslingers once again. And a good start to their night as they convert this time. 2 from 3 to start his career. Restarted off the boot of Brown as Leonidas charges it up through the middle. Just the second Greek player to join the SRL. The other being Pete Veretto, the assistant captain for the Brisbane Broncos. So Greece well on their way, starting their first SRL international team, possibly.
Get back, look at me. He's held there.
So the Swarm still yet to register their first points. And the Mines are about 21, 22 metres out. It's Barisic on the charge. They stay right. Vaughan on the toe, but the chaser's not really coming through on that one.
Here's tackle one. Held.
Possibly looking for Leonidas or Cameron Hodgson, as the Gunslingers have made a mistake here. It's Edwards who comes away with it.
That's one.
Charging down the field, taking about 7 metres out to the Swarm. First opportunity here. It's Leonidas close to the line. Aaron Leonidas has scored his first try in the SRL Mines. The big Greek god under the sticks, and it's bonus point as well. From out in front, it's Matthew Vaughan who'll slot this one through the uprights and up over the scoreboard. So with a little under 4 minutes remaining, the Swarm still required to score twice. But that'll do the confidence a world of good as they get their first points for the series. Down deep into Gunslingers territory, it's Adams Noah who returns it. It's been an amazing weekend here at Central Coast Stadium. All started on Saturday when we had a large parade going down the northern end of the beach. The players making their way down to what was a makeshift stage on the beautiful sandy location. And it was there that all 8 of the SRL teams were present, welcoming the Nines players to the competition. The Gunslingers sling it around. Once again, Mason Brown will cross for his second try. We've seen this a bit tonight from the red and black hoops. Not afraid to sling the ball around, and it suits them rather well. Just going back to the weekend we just had, the atmosphere, it's been like a festival atmosphere in Central Coast, and next week obviously flying out to Western Australia. Both games will be played in Perth. It'll be their first taste of the SRL as a whole, in fact. 22 points to 7. The Gunslingers out in front at the moment. Aaron Leonidas has been one of the standout performers for the Swarm.
He's held there.
7 runs so far here this afternoon, making some good meters as well. Always bending the defensive line with ball in hand.
He's held there. 4. Hold the 10.
Through their hands they go to Barisic. Leonidas once again looking for the support player. Looks like it was Marshall Edwards on his outside. Decided to hold for go to Garfield. Barisic once again.
He's held there. Of him now.
20 metres out, tackle 5. Tackle 6, sorry. Garfield decides to run it. So they've set it up centre field. I think that's a handover, so not the end of the set they would have liked. As Markwell from dummy half.
1. Release.
30 seconds remaining here at Central Coast Stadium. We hope you've enjoyed the opening round of the SRL Mines. It was the Stingrays getting the points
He's held there.
in the first game. It's the Gunslingers in game 2. Join us next week from Perth
3. Markers lock in.
for the second round of SRL Mines. As the Swarm concede a penalty late in this one, Gunslingers decide to tap, and that will be the final tackle. They will get the points and the win. A good start to the season for them. Meanwhile, for the Swarm, some confidence to take out of that one. Some good performances on both sides. But we hope you've enjoyed this opening day of SRL Mines fixtures. Don't forget the SRL Premiership in general is back tomorrow night. Round 6. We will see you then.